On this video, we're going to make a delicious apple loaf cake. It's so delicious. This is the kind of cake that you can have for breakfast. It's so delicious and healthy with very minimal ingredients, very simple. And I'm going to show you step by step on how to make it. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of cinnamon to the apples. I've started off with some cornmeal on the bowl. I have 2 tablespoons of cornmeal, a cup of whole wheat flour. The reason why I like to use whole wheat flour is because it adds more fiber to the dish and you don't even notice it because it tastes so delicious. Now we're going to add some sugar. I'm using coconut sugar today because I love the combination of cinnamon, apples, and like brown sugar. Ooh, yes. Now I'm going to combine this together. Alright, the last flour that I'm going to add is baking powder. About a tablespoon. You could also use a half a teaspoon. Now we're going to combine this together, and I like to give it a little rough thing. If you swiff it, you don't have to really do this. I still like to do it. So now we're going to add the liquids. We're going to add the non-dairy milk. We're going to add some vanilla. And we're going to add our apple sauce. This is about 2 tablespoons. And now we're just going to combine. As we combine, we will add the apples midway. So now we're just going to combine. I want to start mixing with a spatula. And excuse my dog, he's one of the best security dogs ever. I'm going to taste it really quick just to see if it needs more sweetness. Very important to taste your batter. You want to make sure it's got enough sweetness. I think I could use a little more because through the baking process, remove some of the sweetness, so a little sweeter the better. Now, I'm the type of chef that likes to be healthy and uses the closest to the healthiest ingredients, but I do not skip out on sweetness. I love sweetness. I want it to be sweet when I eat a cake. So I love to have things, desserts. I love desserts to be sweet. But if you don't want your dessert to be sweet, you can just reduce the sugar in the recipe. Okay? So I'm going to add the cake batter into the mold. And you can use any type of mold. I'm going to be using this one. I kind of want like a breakfast loaf bread type of thing. Sounds like a good idea. So what I want to do here really quick is to add some type of topping. Because I feel like it would be a great, like kind of like a coffee cake, apple cake loaf thing. So here's some applesauce, which is the leftover of the applesauce that I added here. So I added some coconut sugar, and I'm going to add a little bit more. And then I also have here some walnuts. I'm going to add some more sugar on that too. And then we're going to combine the sugars together with the applesauce. The applesauce needs to be slightly sweet, but you can choose whether you put sweetener or not. You know what I mean? Anybody can change the recipe, but that's how I want it, nice and sweet. And then the walnuts, we're just going to smash them just to crush them. You could use a knife. I like using my mortar. Alright, perfect. We don't have to go all crazy. And then from here, we're going to add about a tablespoon of almond flour. And I hope you understand where this is going, but if you don't, this is kind of like a crumble topping. You only really need is butter and flour to make the crumble, but that's not what we use here in this channel. We do not use those ingredients. So we use alternatives. So the fat from the walnuts, the flour is going to just make the crumble texture, and then the sugar, obviously very sweet, and then that's it. So we're going to add that to the top of the loaf. Okay. And we'll just add some of the, I probably should have added the applesauce on the before, but we'll see. It might just be a good idea to do it the way that I did. That way it's not too soggy. It separates the batter from the crumble. So we're going to add all of it. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of sugar. Coconut sugar is going to give it some more sweetness.